So now I've completed the tree. I made these cutouts and I've pasted them. It took me a while to do that. Now there's something that I wanted to point out over here. So when I was making the components, these abstract shapes, what I did was I had multicolors in each section, meaning I could have maybe a pink over here and a gold and maybe a red over here. And then when I looked at the whole piece, it did not give me a good feel. I felt like it was very, very imbalanced and not color coordinated. It was looking just very scattered. So then I went back and I thought about how to fix that. So then what I did was I got some, like for example in this one I have all just the greens. This one is just shades of like red. There's a little bit of pink on the side and reds here, pink, and so I then started to move things around. Like in this one is a little bit of gold, so this is kind of matching, right? So that's what the thing is, that when you start working on projects, don't be afraid to move things around, change it. For example, in this one there's just this one of the star, which is okay. It's giving some character to the whole thing. So changing things around is something that you will always need to do when you are when you're working with projects, and now I actually really love it. The only thing that I feel like it needs to be brightened up a bit more in certain places, and I find that the bark is kind of getting embedded, mixed in because there's a lot going on. So what I started to do was I just pulled out my pens and I'm putting these like bark type lines in there just to give it a bit more of some character in there. So that's what I will be doing. I think this ink is done, and then I have this gold gel pen as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. So you can see here, adding this adds a little bit more character, and it kind of makes it a little bit different from the rest of the tree. And I'll go back and do this later on, and I'm going to do a bit of embellishment in all of them as well. For example, let's say here I will probably, because this is like a grayish thing, so I might put in like contrasting colors in there. And I'm primarily going to be using like gold and silver just to make it a bit more brighter. And I want to brighten up this pink a little bit. So you can go ahead and, so once you have designed the whole thing, your whole project, go ahead and take a look at it again. Move away from it. And now this was a little bit blank, so I'm going ahead and putting some more dots here, and this one also, because sometimes you've got to detach yourself from the situation to to really think about it a little bit more clearly, because if you keep looking at it, you will keep looking at it and you will not arrive to any decision, any conclusion. It's just very frustrating. So that's a trick that I have learned. So looking at the project over and over again is definitely not going to help me. So I had to really move away. And now I'm putting in these dots over here. This is with a gold pen. And I'm also going to be putting in some black as well. So I'm going to speed up the video at this point, and you will just see me embellishing everything, and then we take it from there. Okay, so finally here is the completed piece. So you can see that I have added quite a few embellishments in there to really brighten up the painting. And when I was doing the embellishments, I noticed that the bark of the tree was kind of getting, embedded in the pieces outside. And that's when what I did was I gave it a coat of here. This is the acrylic ink I used, just a single coat, and then I did some more acrylic paint markers to give these lines, and then I put in some black paint around that, the black marker around that. So that really has helped to bring out the bark. It looks like a tree, and there's lots of gold that I've used over here, like literally everywhere. There's some silver, and it's looking really nice and bright, and also at the same time it's looking colorful as well. So I hope you like this piece and you also make it, and let me know in the comment box how you feel about this piece. Bottom line is experiment, 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 and do not be afraid to try new things. It's always nice to try new things, and you really learn from that. So this was for me an experimental piece, and I'm really pleased at the way that it has turned out. So here we go, and thank you so much for watching, and yeah, and until next time, take care of yourselves.